Hi folks, welcome to the Amazing Education channel. It's information you need to know. It's not about interesting video. Keep that in mind. It's just a simple iPhone. So, today's topic is going to be about fishing. So if you don't know, in almost all places, there's a really big fish. Wow. I don't know if you can see it. It might be a barracuda. People have told me that these long fish are delicious. I don't know if barracuda is delicious. Anyway, it's some kind of ocean fish. And believe it or not, even some tilapia, because this is brackish water. It's at the end of a canal into the ocean. So fresh water mixing with ocean water. That's called brackish. And as I was saying, in most places you need a license to get fish, especially if you're going to keep them or eat them. Keep and eat them. If you don't have a license, you could run into trouble because we are overpopulated. It's not like the old days. And why do we have licensing? How do we know we're overpopulated? Because so many fish have been taken out of the water, so much fishing, that fish have declined to the point where there are programs to hatch new baby fish and put them back. That's called restocking, and but it's not natural. And also, not just fish, but whales and other animals have been really harmed because humans are just so successful at eating and catching and destroying and, unfortunately eliminating wildlife and natural areas. And so we're lucky there's still some fish left and we have licensing. We have to control ourselves if we want to have fish in the future. And so keep that in mind. And don't just go crazy fishing. And but it can be a good time, fun hobby. And you can find amazing things in the water, even if you you don't have to catch and eat the things. You can just take photos or just take memories, and you don't have to rely on your fishing pole. You can use a mask and a snorkel, and then eat something else besides fish. And one thing that might sort of encourage you to do that is recently, it's another situation with overpopulation, the burning of coal especially, but also incinerating trash and doing other just regular human activities like using the bathroom. We have polluted the water so much that now, in many places, if not just about all places, eating the fish really isn't that good for you. In the past, it was considered to be brain food, sort of good for your brain, healthy food. But unfortunately, the pollution that we put in to the air from, for example, coal burning and oil and other things, it includes heavy metals and other pollutants that end up in the atmosphere, and then part of clouds and part of rain and other, snow and other things. And then when it falls onto the earth, we're just poisoning the entire planet, and certainly poisoning the water, so that now it's just fish is having poisonous heavy metals and other chemicals in it. And so it's very questionable, especially they say the large predator fish like white tuna, which might be albacore tuna. The large predators, they're eating smaller fish and they're not eating plants, and because the smaller fish, for some reason, they'll have a limited amount of dangerous heavy metals and other elements and chemicals. But the big fish doesn't eat plants that may be lower in heavy metals and toxins. They only eat other fish, and so the large predators can have a lot more dangerous toxins in them. And so it's possible that smaller fish might be less dangerous, but still maybe not that really good for you as it was in the past. It's sad. And what is the solution is certainly moving to lower population on the planet, fewer children, smaller families, and it will lead to less crowding, so we can get rid of all these buildings, get more natural areas, and just have a better life for everyone. So if your dream is, oh, I'm gonna be a mother or father with a big family, oh great, you're just, to put it straight, you're ruining the planet when you do these things, okay? Because every person poops, everybody goes to the bathroom, everybody is using energy these days more and more compared to people in the past. You have lighting, even if you don't want to. Somebody says, oh, we have people here, we're going to put street lights, we're going to have sidewalks and roads, transportation, because look at all these people we have, and obviously we must have this public transportation. Well, I say no, it's not obvious that we must have this. It would be great to privatize everything, reduce the population, allow people to have much less taxation. I believe it should all be voluntary, but where you get what you pay for. If you want to just stay on your own property and not pay taxes and just do farming and not have like a paid for maybe like a driver's license or something like that. Well, if that's your choice, you should be able to do that. Right now, just to live, it requires you to work so hard and earn so much money that a lot of people, it can really cause chronic disease. And that's what do we have in this country? We've decided to create public services and of course, how could anyone think that taxation isn't good? Well, people can think that taxation is not good because you know what? It's a sort of an adjusted form of slavery, which says like, oh, you're a human being, therefore the government is going to provide you with a whole ton of stuff and then force you to pay for it directly or indirectly, whether you want to or not. Notice I said force you to pay for it. And if you don't believe me, if you live somewhere that's not, if you're not homeless, pretty much there's going to be a property tax. And it's paying for services. And yes, it's all been collectively chosen through a representative republic, or some people call it democracy. You need to wake up if you think we live in a democracy, because we don't. Some people think we have capitalism. You need to wake up. We have a mixed economy. Look into objectivism and check out some Ayn Rand, Milton Friedman, Leonard Peikoff, and Austrian economists. and it can open your eyes. But anyway, as I was saying, we have a lot of chronic health conditions because people have to work so much to pay for their living, and there's some concept called the tyranny of the majority, and which is, if most people choose some way, they can violate the rights of the minority, and even violate the rights, sort of give up their rights, and violating sort of indirectly their own rights and not realize it. And so be careful, and it all starts with taking care of the planet, taking care of yourself, be educated, and don't take too many fish out of the ocean. Make sure you get your license and follow the law, so that we still have some food left on the planet. Please listen to these ideas and try to improve things. So and realize prices will go down for things when we have fewer people competing for the land and so on. All right, thanks for listening. Take care, folks. Bye.